Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I want to come up today with a little bit of a shorter video just because I didn't have as many thoughts to say about this, but I did kind of want to get the thoughts that I did have out there because I just think this whole situation is a little bit tragic, not gonna lie. And it didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way. It's like I'm watching the car accident happen right in front of me and I'm just finding it hard to look away at this point. So for those who may not know, Katy Perry's in the middle of her comeback era. She had recently announced an album entitled 143, along with a new single and video entitled A Woman's World. And it's just not looking good for her right now. And it's tragic. It's really tragic because I think this is an era that I feel like Katy Perry could thrive in, but we can go ahead and get into that. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hayes, and let's get right into this video. So on June 17th, Katy Perry announced on her social medias the new single entitled Woman's World. The song will be released on July 11th and the video on July 12th. Now to begin, with the single cover itself, a lot of people had made comparisons at the time to her and Arca, especially with the use of the robotic, cybernetic kind of looking legs. But a lot of people were actually really excited and really looking forward to whatever Katy Perry had in store for them going forward with this new era. And that wasn't until we got a sample of what the song would sound like from Katy Perry's social media page. And hearing this little teaser of how the song would actually sound, let's just say it didn't exactly excite a lot of people, especially with the title A Woman's World and what the lyrics and just the general vibe of what the song sounded like, at least based off the teaser at the time that Katy Perry had put out herself. That this would be a very particular kind of song with a very particular kind of message and audience, and people weren't super confident that the song would be able to effectively carry out the message that it's trying to give, along with some people just not really rocking with the sound of the song in general. However, it wasn't long after the song was announced that rumors and speculation were happening that Katy Perry was working with Dr. Luke on this song. Now, as people know, Dr. Luke is a very controversial figure within the music industry, with allegations from singer-artist Kesha coming forth with sexual assault allegations. And this started to kick up a bit of controversy within a bunch of fans online, and eventually we would get Kesha actually tweeting out on her official Twitter, LOL. This of course spurred further conversations from people online talking about the situation that was later to be confirmed when the song actually released, which when released, the song and the visuals both fell under heavy scrutiny from people and fans online alike. And that's really unfortunate because I feel like, especially now in the past couple of years especially, we as a general people have just been very into the idea of bringing back pop culture, the campiness, the theatrics, but also the really good pop music. And there's definitely artists out here doing it now, but this is especially coming off of the heels off the mid to late 2010s, when a lot of the songs, especially within the pop sphere, tend to lean into more sad or depressing or just kind of darker, more stripped back kind of tones and sounds, as was pretty popular in that time period, to be fair. But now in the recent years, especially since the pandemic and just living in the hellhole that we are in as a society, a lot of people are wanting that return to form with the more like out there pop music, that very fun, danceable, like it doesn't have to be overly like lyrical or it isn't storyline, just fun music that is enjoyable and fun to listen to. And this is why I say it's such a shame, because Katy Perry fits this music type, especially within her earlier works, so well that it just seemed like this era and this moment was very much geared towards a very successful Katy Perry era, especially coming off the heels of Witness and Smile, which didn't exactly do well within the general public, either chart-wise or just how people view it culturally. And a lot of people are just really wondering how Katy and her team was able to fumble this whole era like this, myself included. Well, as a lot of people have said in so many videos, her choosing to work with Dr. Luke at this time is especially a stain on how people view the song and the video in general, especially considering how much of this song is supposed to be posed as like a feminist anthem. And like people are saying, to have this written or worked on in some type of way with a person and a man in the industry that has allegations like that going against him from women. And yeah, it's very hypocritical to try and have a feminist anthem and this women's empowerment anthem and then collaborate with a man that allegedly really is not about that in the way that you are trying to pose yourself as saying. Kind of along with the music video too, that a lot of people just feel is kind of uninspired. Like, yeah, there's some, you know, cool visuals and things like that, but it doesn't seem to be a very highly praised video amongst her discography, to be honest. Especially people have noticed the lack of diversity when it comes to the body types, especially, and just the overtness of the message. And my favorite, one of the behind the scenes like videos of her trying to explain the message of the video.
Oh my shit, you can do it. You go, girl. Having fun, being a bit sarcastic with it. It's very slapstick. With this set, it's like, ooh, we're not about the male gaze, but we really are about the male gaze.
This video just has such a deliciously pungent white millennial energy to it, and I just love it. It also doesn't help that the song just isn't good. The over generic lyrics that say everything and also nothing at the exact same time. The use of ballroom slang and AAVE like sister and mother. Yeah, it's just a mixture of these factors that has led to this not being the most successful era ever in terms of the general public's opinion. And it didn't have to be this way, okay? Katy can make better music than this, like she can. And I feel like Katy and her team can really swing this around in some type of way if they just approach this a little bit differently than what they're doing right now. First of all, drop Dr. Luke. Katy Perry is big enough to where she can collaborate with really anyone that she wants to. So it just feels like this is kind of like an intentional decision to work with this man still. And yeah, I get it, like not a lot of people also have that same energy for other people that have also like worked with Dr. Luke, which is true, but also like on a song about feminism and women's empowerment and things like that, it's just the hypocrisy of all of that. So drop him. Yeah, just go ahead and drop him. And while we're also talking about people to drop, let go of Trisha Paytas. I'm sorry, I really don't understand a lot of y'all trying to redeem or give Trisha Paytas this redemption arc. I don't think she needs it. Trisha Paytas, mind you, has like offended pretty much every group of person on this planet. Like she like racism to like homophobia, trans, but like, and y'all are trying to give this woman a redemption arc for what? For what reason? Because she was on a podcast you liked? Please stop. Trisha Paytas has her own demons that she needs to work out amongst herself with how many groups of people that she needs to make amends with. So we can go ahead, like, yeah, like you can go ahead and let her go. Also, we need, maybe let's introduce some new writers into the fray. Let's collaborate with the more different people. Like, I don't know. Now what I will say, with her going online and kind of teasing a few more songs, I actually think some of them sound good. Not this one. So that's at least exciting in that regard. Maybe she needs to move on from Women's World. Like, okay, this one didn't do as well. Let's move on. Like, here's my thing. I am not a person that likes multiple singles. I like to listen to albums in full. So like the least amount of things that you can tease music wise for an album, to me the better. If you're able to capture my attention and energy from like one, maybe two singles beforehand and maybe a tease of a third one, maybe, like that's all I need. So a good 1-second single I think would really benefit her, and make it a song that I feel like would really resonate with people and isn't collaborating with someone with those allegations also would be nice. Yeah, I just really feel like this era like really didn't need to go this way, because I just feel like so many of us are in the energy to hear a lot of the like pop sounds and things that a lot of us like grew up with within like the early 2000s. Like that's why I feel like Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter is doing really well right now. Like even something like Say So back in 2020, I feel like is a good indicator that people are wanting this type of music back, but you just have to, like, one, we're just in a different era than the very stagnant, very stereotypical like feminist anthem with the barely comprehensible lyrics that really don't say anything. I think a lot of us are past that. So like if you're going to give us something like that, I feel like we'll need a little something more. than that. But yeah, I am curious to see. I probably will listen to the album when it comes out. There were some interesting sounds that I heard from that Instagram live. I just want to talk about how it's so interesting how even in a time where a lot of people are kind of craving the type of Katy Perry style music and eras, it really just doesn't seem to be going well for her, and I think her and her team need to switch it up and switch it up quick, because I feel like people's attention spans nowadays will move on. Oh, and also address the Dr. Luke stuff. You're not going to be able to like just ignore it forever, nor would you want to if you're putting out music like A Woman's World and you actually genuinely mean the lyrics. But yeah, that's the majority of what I have to say. Let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this whole era so far. The single, do you like Woman's World? Do you not? Do you like the video? And are you looking forward to this new album from Katy Perry? But thank you so much for watching my video, if you indeed still are. I might have a video coming up about the newest The Boys season and talking about Gen V, which should be interesting. I wanted to wait until like the finale aired or whatever, but I don't know, I'll see. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.